First thing, Ring of Honor officially launched their streaming service, Honor Club. It's going to be pretty much similar to WWE. They've got the $9.99 deal going as well. But one of the things that kind of makes them unique is that they're going to give you exclusive deals on merchandise, on tickets, that sort of stuff. One of the things to note as well for big Ring of Honor fans from around 2002 to 2008 when Gabe Sapolsky was booking Ring of Honor, that content isn't up there yet. It's the TV that they were on previously, HDNet, and their TV from 2010 upwards to now, I believe. But they haven't gotten anything, any of the content beforehand. So, Graham, with this streaming service, do you think it could be competitive to WWE? Do you think there's going to be some people that will buy the Honor Club for $9.99 a month?
Yeah, totally. I think a lot of people will buy it. I just bought it the other day. I mean, I knew they were creating a streaming service. I didn't know they would be dropping it on Monday. I literally woke up to the news and I was like, wow, I did not know they were dropping it. They were airing like video packages and, teasers for it, like it's coming soon. They never announced the date, so that was a little weird and obviously had its bugs. I signed up for it the first day. I couldn't watch anything on my computer because everything the site had crashed like several times. They're not WWE, and WWE had issues with their streaming service from day one. Impact had issues with their streaming service too. So it's just going to take time for them to work out the bugs. It's only been around for 2 days at this point. It's working now on my laptop. It also worked on my phone too for anyone experiencing similar issues. I signed up for the regular. It's $9.99, but they have different tier pricing. You can pay annually for $100, but so you're saving money that way. Or you could just pay $119 up front, which you would be doing if you pay monthly anyway. But if you just pay the $120 right up front, you get all the content that you just mentioned, Gibby, and the pay-per-views as they stream live. And I asked someone last night if they would put them up as soon as the pay-per-views are over, the upcoming pay-per-views, and they said yes. So I think that's well worth it. You're still paying the same amount of money. You're just paying it up front, obviously, and you get all the pay-per-views. You're saving money that way. And, yeah, I don't know. I think all the content that they have up there currently is good. I think the real money with Ring of Honor is that early stuff that you mentioned that's not up there yet. Why that's not up there, I have no idea, those pay-per-views, because that's really what people want to see. The pay-per-views since 2011 have been great, but it's like people want to see CM Punk, Austin Aries, Samoa Joe, all these other people, Bryan Danielson, Seth Rollins, and we don't currently have that. There's not many details available about the service, which is weird. So I don't know if they plan to add that at some point. I'm not really sure what they're going for here, but all I know is that you do get the pay-per-views for free or 50% off if you get the regular pricing. I just paid the $120 up front so I can get the pay-per-views because that seems to me like a good deal. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing as the WWE Network, just a different style of pricing and just payments and stuff. But so far, so good. The content they do have up there so far is solid. I would well recommend people check it out. As far as being a rival to WWE, currently, no. Without that early content up there, probably, definitely not. At some point, probably not. Ring of Honor just has a weird way of promoting stuff. They're not great with promotion, better than Impact, but they don't do a great job with promoting stuff and whatever. There's just not a lot of buzz around this thing because they really haven't talked about it all too much.
No.
But I think it will be a great asset to the company. People are going this way anyway. WWE did it almost exactly 4 years ago. Impact did it back late last year. A lot of indie companies are doing it. Ring of Honor, it was only a matter of time before they did it as well. So here's hoping the service does improve with more time.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things that was pointed out as well, which I found quite fascinating, it's amazing what could happen, going from regular pay-per-view now to these streaming services. You can now watch a Ring of Honor pay-per-view, a TNA Impact Wrestling pay-per-view, a WWE pay-per-view, and if you even wanted to add a UFC pay-per-view with the Fight Pass, and you could still get it less than what a normal pay-per-view would be like 10 years ago. It's crazy just how things change in the wrestling business. One last quick thing on the Ring of Honor streaming service. Mentioning that early content, I know you're saying how it wasn't too much of a deal breaker for you, but do you think it may be a deal breaker for kind of the older Ring of Honor fans that kind of grew up on that, or I should say kind of watched it when it was first breaking out? It's not there. They can't go back and revisit some of the great, Punk versus Samoa Joe matches, the Danielson versus McGuinness match, Joe versus Kenta Kobashi, the whole deal. Do you think that's kind of a deal breaker for some people, or do you think more people are focused with what's going on with Ring of Honor, that won't be too much of a deal breaker.
Oh, no, definitely a deal breaker. Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of people were. I didn't see a lot of outrage online. I know there's message boards and stuff with the website and stuff like that, but people were pretty pissed about that just because that was what people liked about the promotion for a long time. Obviously, I was not watching at that point, so it's not really that important to me, though I do want to see it. I do want to see that old stuff. So for me, it wasn't much of a deal breaker, but like you said, for those long-time Ring of Honor fans, it absolutely is. Those were the golden years of their promotion from 2002 to 2008, 2010, whatever. A lot of great feuds, a lot of great matches. I don't know why they wouldn't have put that up there to begin with. Like, that would make a whole lot of sense. WWE put all their pay-per-views up with the WWE Network. They didn't, I know with the Raws and stuff, it took them years to upload every Raw ever, but still, I mean, they had all the pay-per-views up there from day one. With the Impact one, the Global Wrestling Network, all the pay-per-views were there. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why Ring of Honor is not doing the same thing, or if they intend to roll them out. That really confused me. So definitely a deal breaker for other people. Like you had said, not so much for me. I mean, I do want to see that at some point. It's kind of jipping people off, especially if they don't know that. Yeah. Because it doesn't say that on the website too. I was looking. I was trying to find out like what it offers before I signed up for it. And once it said the pay-per-views, that's when I signed up for that one, because I really care more so about the current pay-per-views than the old ones. Mm-hmm. But there's just not that much information out there. They don't really. It doesn't say on there all the pay-per-views from 2011 onward. It doesn't even say that, I don't think. No. So they're kind of jipping people if you sign up and you find out those classic shows aren't on there. So it's kind of crappy. But again, hopefully at some point they will update it to include those events, because that's some classic content right there. Mm-hmm.